Gerald. Greetings, King Mike. Greetings, King Devon. Greetings, King Anthony. Greetings, Queen Zenobia down in Savannah, Georgia. Oh, eagle eye. Wonderful, wonderful. Greetings, King James. Greetings, Queen Jacqueline. Okay, let me reach out and touch a few people, make sure everybody's A-okay out there. How you doing, King Thurman? Greetings, King Willie. Greetings, King Terrell. Greetings, King Mackie. Greetings, Queen Kim. Greetings, Queen Kamisha. Greetings, King Kermit. Excellent, excellent. Greetings, King Garnell. Greetings, King Fred. Greetings, King Devon. Greetings, King Dean. Greetings, King Anthony Davis. Greetings, King Al Sims. Greetings, King Anthony Stone. Okay, the list goes on and on. Greetings, Queen Patsy. Okay, great, great, great. And there's so many more of you. Okay, looks like we got a clear feed coming in here. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that we take a look at what's going on across the three major U.S. indexes. Greetings, Queen Jillian. Now watch how I move. This should be your routine every morning when you get ready to look at the markets, okay? Now, first of all, you check that PAID alert, all right? And you look at your pre-market movers. We're talking about gainers and your pre-market decliners, all right? Then I want you to come over and I want you to check your indexes, all right? Your indexes are your S&P 500, your Dow, and your NASDAQ. Those are the top three major U.S. indexes, all right? Russell 2000 is a lesser index, all right? Now, I want you to notice something. If the S&P is up, the Dow is up, the NASDAQ is up, should that VIX be up or down? Should the VIX be up or down? There you go, Kamisha. There you go, Anthony. It should be down. Is it down? See, now that tells us off the rip there's indecisiveness in the market. There you go. That's why we come in here live, so I can show you. There's this decisiveness in the market. And then also, if the markets are up, what are the bonds doing up as well? So these two should be down. But because we train the way we train, we pick up on that immediately. We see everything. So now this gives us reason to pause. Let all this indecisiveness work itself out in the market. That's why we wait also to 10 a.m. All right? To let the dust settle, if you will. But see, every morning you got to come and scan and see this. All right? Before you jump into the market. Okay? Now, once we've seen that, then we go back and I want you to pull up your PAID alerts, okay? We're going to go into this thing full force. Show you how to get paid before 4 o'clock, before the closing bell. Now, we see that there's indecisiveness in the market. So we're going to tread softly, look at everything intelligently, and then govern ourselves accordingly. All right? Now, everybody pull up your PAID alerts on your cell phone. All right, here we go. Now, if we're on the front side of the order table, which set of pre-market movers should we be looking at? The gainers or the decliners? Hint, you're on the front side of the order table. Gainers or decliners? There you go, Phyllis. Okay, Queen Phyllis got the answer correctly. Look, family, you're on the front side of the water table. So you want, there you go, Ken, Kermit. You want to look at your gainers first. Your decliners is going to be fine. Water table is your friend there. So there you go, King Anthony Davis. You need to go check out these gainers first. Because if we have to adjust our trailing stops, okay, we're going to adjust them to keep our profits. Okay, there you go, Queen Jillian. Before we get to 11:15, so we want to get as much profits ASAP. Okay, so we're going to be looking as we roll up to 10 o'clock. It's currently 9:40. We're going to be looking at our gainers first. Okay, everybody got that? And there you go, Queen Jacqueline. Queen Jacqueline is reminding everybody. See, I gave you a hint when I said we're on the front side of water table. All right? Because we may have to close up shop going in the water table. But if we do, on our gainers, we've already made our money. All right? And we're going to go ahead and adjust our trailing stops accordingly. All right? Okay, good. See, and that's why we come in here live, so I can show you these things real time, okay? Now, as you look at our gainers, let's punch them up, okay? You got that NYO. Now watch this. It was up in pre-market. Is it up or is it up right here as the market opens? Now, next thing you do, check down to see if it's optionable. Okay? That's the next thing you do. So watch. I come over here, I click on this, options drop down. Now, if it's not optionable, I'm going to move on. Okay? It's not optionable. That's fine. Okay? Because I don't want to buy anything straight up. All right? I want to try my option capacity first, where I can control the position without buying it. Next up, look how I'm walking down my list now. Only takes me a couple of seconds. Is it up or is it up? Just like my notification tells you. Now, you come back over. Once again, is it optionable? Okay? It is optionable. All right? That might be a candidate. My, it's up. Okay? So if I'm looking at a call, I come inside right here at 55. Okay? Now, today is the 19th. Don't get cute and say, well, since I'm going to get at it, by 4 o'clock, I'll go ahead and take the 21st. Don't get cute. Kick back out, nonetheless, and I want you back down here in March. We can sell it earlier, okay? And it's going to be cheaper too, all right? So you come back out, index off your last at 54. We're doing our drill down to see if we can get this money. Now, when I come down here and I see 55, I need to be here. Now, when I come out here, I'm doing my drill down. I'm trying to see if I can sneak in here and make some money. It's down. But notice, this is yesterday. It's not 3:59. So I pick up the phone, I call the broker, and I complete the rest of my drill down. Now, stay with me. I'm going to go ahead and click through to the other ones real quick as well, okay? I just want to show you how simple it is every morning indexing off that PAID alert for you to start your day to get PAID, all right? Next up, I move to SPC, SPCE. I'm just walking down my list. Is it up? Yes, it is, just like my PAID alert told you, okay? Bam. Now, I'm just doing a quick review because I'm going to come back and lock and load on these. Is it optionable? If it's not optionable, I discount it. It is optionable, okay? That's another candidate for me. Next up, watch how I'm moving now. DNPX. All of these are candidates for me to get PAID by 4 p.m. Okay, now, it was up at pre-market, then it moved down. Leave that alone. Don't move that. That was a head fake. Leave it alone. Okay? It's no longer up. That's why you got to check every one of these. Okay? Come back out. SBGL, it is indeed up like I indicated in the PAID alert, and it's holding its own, moving to the upside after the market opens. You click down. Is it optionable? Come here. All right? It is optional. Put it on the list as a possible candidate, okay? For intraday monetization by 4. I'm walking down the list. Watch me now. Go to Garmin, same thing. Is it still trending up after the market opens? Yes, it is. Okay? Click back over. Is it optionable? Yes, it is. Bam. Put it on the list. Get paid. Okay? By 4. Next, plug. Okay? Once again, is it still trending up? Yes, it is. More than 0.50. Yes, it is. Click back over. Option. Must be optionable. Is it optionable? Yes, it is. Okay, another candidate to get paid today by 4. Next, CTS. Walking the line, walking the line. Okay, is it still up? Barely. Okay, 0.50 is our cutoff. All right. I won't rank this one as high as the other ones to get paid today upon, but I'll take a look at it. It is optional, okay? Hold on. That's supposed to be CTSO. Hold on a second. There you go. CTSO. Is it still up? Now, yes, it is. Okay, demonstrably. All right, that's what we want to see. Come back out, check my options. Okay, it is optional. Then BBBY. All right, watch how I move. It's still up demonstrably. We know it's optional, but we've got paid from BBBY so often. All right. Okay, there it is. And we got Tesla. Okay, now watch what I do next. I want to show you Tesla. See it? It is still up demonstrably. Kick over, get on my options. Okay. And there it is. So now I've got several, okay, that I can get PAID from. All right. Today, upon completion of my appropriate drill down, all sent to you before the market opens. So I don't have to worry about any other noise out there in the markets. I go straight to the list that's on my phone in the morning, okay, before the market opens. And like King Mike Palmer is reminding us, we're out by 4 o'clock. Okay, trailing stops on each and every position. Now, how do you prioritize those positions that I gave you to determine which ones you're going to look at first and foremost? I want you to index off of the market cap. Whichever ones are close to, the closest to 1 billion and above, that's where you start. So you would start with Tesla. You would start with BBBY, okay? And what you would do, based upon your budget, that would be the one that you would go ahead and prioritize as your number 1 and number 2 picks and et cetera, see? Notice how everything we study upon in our drill down comes into effect. All right? Then, what are you going to do? You're going to kick back down as you rank them off the market cap, and you're going to come down here and you're going to do your drill down, your volume. Volume 2 day versus the volume per day. Which ones has the most volume, okay, of the positions? Then you're going to continue to do your drill down to see, all right, amongst other things, is there anything down here in the headlines that is moving the position? Okay. Then you want to come back out, and what are you going to do? You're in the midst of your drill down. Because you're doing this intraday and you're doing it off of the pre-market movers, you kick back and you just go back 5 days. Watch me. I want to see the trend line. And here it is, big as day. See the trend line? Next, I want to come back. How close is it to the 52-week high or the 52-week low? Stay with me. 52-week high is 1957. Today's range high is 1250. There's a lot of room right there to make money, so it can move up. With me? Next, is it indexing and moving forward because of our ER date? Right here? Okay. The answer is no. Next, I'm on the front side of the water table. Do my TIVA analysis, time interval volume analysis. TIVA, time interval volume analysis. Current time is 9:49. So I'm on the front side. That is accurate, 9:49. Next, am I indexed at 0.50? I am. I'm considerably above 0.50. Okay. Everything looking kosher. Everything's looking real good. Okay. Then I go to my option chain and I drill down on my position to wrap up my drill down. Does anybody not understand and understand this? This is all sent to you. I'm doing the homework so you can pass the test before the market opens. You will get your PAID alert before 9:30 every day that the markets are open. Now, once again, let's go over this because so many of you, and I'm so proud of you in the last week, have really been sending emails excited about, our PAID alert, pre-market movers, information that's sent to you before the market, and you've been paper trading. So that's why I want to go over this real time. So before you get started and stick your toe in with real money, you're very, very comfortable and you can get paid by 4 o'clock that same day. Now, are any of these positions that we looked at, will any of them be held for trading tomorrow? There you go, Jillian. There you go, King Anthony. The answer is no. There you go, Kamisha. These are intraday trades. There you go, Ezekiel. There you go, Shauna. So you're out by 4 o'clock. Okay? Now, these are call options. We're going to do puts in a minute. We're on the front side of the water table. Okay? When we get to water table, oh, by the way, what time is water table? What time is water table? Greetings, Queen Cynthia McKinney. Okay. Claudette. It's from 11:15 to 12:45. New family members, write that down. Now, the elders are telling you something that's very important now. 11:15 to 12:45. Okay? All right. Now, when we get closer and closer to 11:15, what do we do with our trailing stops? Do we leave them wide, or do we widen them? Do we tighten them, or do we leave them where they are? There you go, Jillian. There you go, Queen Phyllis. Greetings, Queen Phyllis. Okay? We tighten them. We tighten them because the position, the underlying stock will have the propensity to move down inside the water table, which will mean our social call will move down. Okay? But like Queen Jillian is reminding us, we leave no profits behind. So when you tighten up that trailing stop, if the position pulls back, okay, the trailing stop will trigger and protect you, and you'll keep the lion's share of your profits. And we will have done like Queen Jillian is reminding us, we leave no profits behind. Okay, great, Queen Shawnee. Got it? Because you got a call option now. All right. Now, let's go back and look at our put option candidates. Now, our put option candidates will align itself with your PAID alert that you get every morning. And you're looking at the pre-market decliners. Decliners. Now, there's some slight differences to what you do with put options versus what you do with call options. Okay? So now, watch how I move. I want to make sure these positions are still moving down as they were in pre-market. Starting out with SGMS. Okay? Is it still down? Yes, it is. Is it more than 0.50? Yes, it is. Is it optionable? Yes, well, we know because we made a lot of money off it. SGMS, but I'll prove it to you. Okay? Is it optionable? Yes, it is. Okay? And by the way, new family members, write this down. This is the company that makes the majority of all of the lottery tickets across the United States. So when you see a big lottery that's coming up, okay, New Jersey or Georgia, or whatever the case may be, this is where we go to get paid from all the fools that are buying the lottery tickets, wishing on a star that they're going to win, okay? SGMS. All right, next up, let's go to BLPH. Is it still moving down? No. See right there? Leave this alone. It's up demonstrably as opposed to being down. See where it started up, went straight down, but then it bounced back up. So we'll leave that one alone as far as a potential put option. Next up, ALLY. Once again, this is why you double check. Okay, is it down? Yes, it is. More than 0.50? Yes, it is. And is it optionable? Okay, we're devising our put option list. There it is. It is. Okay. Next up, we got NNVC. Once again, all of this was sent to you this morning. NNVC. Is it down more than 0.50? Yes, it is. Is it optionable? Okay. Watch how I move. Yes, it is. No, I'm sorry. No, it is not. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. No, it is not. Okay. So we would discount this one. Kick it out. Next, JDST. Okay. Is it still down? Yes, it is. Is that more than 0.50? Yes, it is. Okay. Now, if you notice on this one, it is optional as well. Okay. Next, we go to DWT. Boy, do we got a list of easy money. And you can do this any day the markets are open. All right. Is it down more than 0.50? Yes, it is. Okay. Come out. Is it optional? No, it is not. Discount it. Kick it out. Kick it out. Don't waste time on that. Okay. Next up, ENBL. And notice the initial review takes less than 20 seconds. 0.50? Yes, it is. Okay. Is it optionable? Take a look and see. ENBL. Yes, it is. Okay. Then you got DUST. Okay. Is it still moving down? Yes, it is. More than 0.50? Yes, it is. Optionable. Yes, it is. Add it to the list. Next, NEE. All right. Is it still moving down? Yes, it is. Is it more than 0.50? Yes, it is. Is it optionable? We know it's optionable. We make plenty of money off of NextEra Energy. There it is. Okay. And last but not least, SCO. Okay. It is indeed down. Is that more than 0.50? Yes, it is. Now, something here ain't right. That's not down, that's up. Yeah. So if this is, something ain't right. This is shorting. Notice now. Okay, this is why you come in here live. Let me show you. This is short. So this means when oil prices are down, this would be up. And when oil prices are up, this would be down. So when I come over here to oil prices are up. See? So this should be down. That's correct. But this chart adds backwards. This chart showing up. This chart needs to be down. You see how quick I picked up on that? See, you should be able to do the same thing. And see, now I moved up even more. That can't be. This rises. It has an inverse relationship to oil. Okay? So if oil is up, as you see it is right here, this got to be down. As you see right here. But this chart has to be down. Get it? You see that? See, wonderful. Thank you for the positive comments. See, family, when you train a certain way, even if, okay, even if this particular position, all right, and this multi-million-dollar website is showing you certain things, you'll be able to see it if it's wrong. Okay? So, Jillian, it doesn't make any difference about the previous close. That was yesterday. We're talking about what it's doing now at 10 o'clock. See that right there? So, yeah. So, yesterday, you know, it may have been up because oil was down, Jillian, but today we see oil is down and it continues it. You know, it's saying right here, this is right. But I don't know what's going on with this. That can't be the case. Okay? And let me show you something else, Jillian. Everybody else noticed this. Like Queen Jillian said, it closed yesterday at 1613. The chart is showing it's at 1577. Well, how in the hell is it going to be up? See, if it closed at 1613, it closed up here, right? So it should be showing this. Not down here, showing this. Get it? See, it opened up. And it's showing it moving up, okay? But they got an inverse. It's backwards. So, and now it continues to fall. But see, you'll pick up on little things like this. Because look, what if you didn't know to look like that and you just looked at this? Wouldn't that look like it's a call option? Don't it look like that thing moving up? You see? So you gotta just be able to look at everything. That's why we come to virtual trading, so I can show you everything. All right? Because if you only look at a thing, then you're gonna miss something. So you gotta be able to scan and see everything. All right. Now, once you've done that and you've indexed on all other positions that I sent you, now guess what? It just happens to be 10:02. So by the time you start at 9:30 and you go through all your positions, now you locked and loaded. You've done your calls and you've done your puts. Okay? Now, on the puts, you remember I said there were two things slightly different on the puts than on the call. Okay? On the puts, you index one above the last. One above the last. So let me pull out one. Let me see here. I'll show you real quick now. All right. So let's just take Garmin. No, that's one of our top games. So let's take SGMS. Right? Scientific Games. Okay? Now that's down demonstrable. So when I come in though to do my put, unlike my call where I would come in at 24 or below 24 with my put. Now, watch now, this is very important. I go one above. So I'm going to be 25 or 24.50 and above because it's a put. A lot of people miss that very important detail and they index at the wrong strike price for the puts. So I go to options, get off of the 21st. Still go out into March, indexing off the third Friday right here. First Friday, second Friday, third Friday. Okay? Now, some may say, well, can we just go right here on February 20th? No, listen to me. Come back here. Now, there may be some times when we come in here, but I'll let you know. So kick out here, even though we're going to sell it, if we take it by 4 o'clock today. By the closing bell. So when I come here, watch what I do. I'm on a put. I double check back up here at 24.05. So I'm going to put So I go one above 24.05. All right. That would put me here. Now, the people who have already taken the position earlier, they're already up 87.06%. That means they came in and took the position. Hold a second here. That means they came in took the position at 75, excuse me, $2.50. Well, it opened up this time, right? See, how did I know that time was wrong? How was I able to look down here and say, wait a minute, is that time right? And I immediately came back up here and checked here. See, this is important now. This is why you're coming here live. How was I able to know that? Because you got to be able to know that too. You got to be able to feel when something's just not right. Okay? Queen Zenobia picked up on it. I should have known, eagle eye. That's what we call an eagle eye. Because of this, look. When I look down here, I immediately go here where it opens, and I go here because I'm trying to see if I can create arbitrage. Now, like Queen Zenobia said, when I saw it open up at 253, then I see it right here at 253, which is the high. That lets me know, wait a minute. So for the last 30 minutes, it's been sitting at its high? No, it can't be. Then I come here, and this number right here is less than 10. Remember, think about your drill down. If this number is less than 10 and sometimes 12 or less, this would tend to be flat. And if it's flat, you can't make money on it. So then quickly I looked and I saw right here, it ain't 951. Just a second ago, it was way back at 930 something. Okay, when Zenobia and I saw it. So just now they updated, but they just updated 951. It's 10:07. So when I look at that, I say, wait a minute. Okay. Now I can come back and I see, like Queen Zenobia picked up on it when it was still sitting here at 1053 and it opened at 1053. Okay, Yahoo has adjusted their screens, taking it from 930 to 951. And it's at 2:30. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to pick up the phone and call my broker. Call your platform directly and get the last on that March 2020 $25 put. Now, based upon the last that you get from your broker, because these screens are delayed at this time, that's going to determine whether or not you can create arbitrage from where it's trading at now and where you would buy it versus the high. Or 253. Then you would determine, okay, well, that's enough money for me or that's not enough money based upon where it's trading at now, as indicated to you by your broker. Now, this is something else important. Okay? Now, based upon that range, all right, your next step is going to be when you come back out, you need to be able to look at what the underlying stock lowest price was. Because the more the stock falls, the higher your put will rise. So now watch how I analyze this. I kick back out off of, okay, the option, and I go directly to the stock because I want the stock to fall to make my put rise. Okay, so I come here. It's at 24.05 at 10:09, and it is 10:09. Okay, so what is the low for the day? The low for the day is 23.55. Get it? 23.55. right there. So that means that the underlying option hit its high for the day when the associative stock hit its low for the day. Y'all get that? This is real important what I'm going over right now. So if I'm on the front side of the water table looking at a put and I see the position, okay, right now is at 2402 at 10:10, and that's the correct time. And I see today it's falling as low as 23.55. It's money to be made in this position, baby. It's money to be made in this position. Do we get this? Okay. And like King Charles Davis just showed, also it has volume. There you go, King Charles. Proud of you. See, volume today is at or above volume per day over the last 3 months. Oh boy, oh, I look at him. I done stumbled on something. Now, when we get to the water table, am I going to tighten my travel stops? Or would I widen them things? There you go. You're going to widen them. Get all the money. Because I'm way off of the intraday low. If this position fell as low as 23.55 before water table, without the volume, what the Hades you think is going to do inside the water table with the volume? Cha-ching, cha-ching for the associative put. Because the put will rise as the underlying stock falls. Any questions on that? Okay? Now check this out. Now I'm going to show you a real slick. Greetings, King Gary Smith, King Elder. I'm going to show you a real slick move based upon what King Charles Davis just showed us. Now, if I see all these positive parameters, okay, I got my volume, I got my arbitrage spread, I got my market cap, okay, I got my 0.50, okay, it's optional, everything. On the front side of the water table, this thing might inch up a little bit. So, you know what experienced Asset Wealth Street family members would do? Play them. Play them. Don't make that channel stop tight. Because if it move up before water table, you get stopped out. Leave it in the median range so it can absorb a little bit of blip up to the upside. Because guess what? Going water table, it's going to fall even more. Which means because you stayed in the position and didn't get stopped out because you tightened up your trailing stop, they're going to pay you cha-ching, cha-ching as the underlying stop falls and your associative put option rises. Everybody get that? Thank you, King Charles, for that observation. Look at that volume going up. As the underlying stock going down. See you going down right there? See you move that down? Since I just talked, said something about it. Real time. That's how you take a PAID alert that you got this morning before the market opens. And you focusing on that. All the other noise going on around you, okay, all right, okay, that's fine. But these are the positions I'm going to get paid upon today. Get it? No. Now somebody asked a great question. Okay, great. Here we go. Someone said, shouldn't we see less people trading on it if the stock is falling? No, ma'am. See, volume is a reflection of the activity on the stock. This shows that people are selling it. And this number could be right here. And if this was green, it would just show that people are buying. There you go, Queen. You know the answer. This just shows activity, be it buying or selling on the stock. There you go. Great question. Bravo. Everybody get that? So we sitting here and we run across a gold mine like this in front of us. Oh, we go get it and we out by 4 o'clock. And all along, you adjust your trailing stops as you see fit. Now, when you come back out on the backside of the water table, oh boy, gonna get wicked with this thing. We come out on the backside of the water table, which is, by the way, what time is the backside of the water table? When does that begin? There you go, King Mike. Thank you. There you go, Anthony. Thank you. There you go, Queen Patsy. 12:45. Come on, new family members, write that down. The elders are telling you the answers now. There you go, King Elder Gary Smith. 12:45. So when we come out at 12:45, what are we gonna do with the trailer stops then? We're gonna leave them wide, or we're gonna leave them where they at? There you go, Devon. There you go, Mike. There you go, Anthony. There you go, Gary. We're ruthless with this thing. We tighten up the trailing stops because we're not giving back any money. You forget that. That if the underlying stock continues to fall, our put will continue to rise and we'll continue to make even more money. But if, for whatever reason, Jimmy cracked corn, Kyle jumped over the moon, whatever, this particular stock starts moving up, that means our put will start to fall. Okay? And we're going to lose money. So that trailer stop tucked right up under it will trigger, bam. And we out. It will sell. We got our money in our account. Now, let's pause. Great question, Queen Kamisha. Great observation, King Charles Davis. Okay? Excellent. Please, let's dialogue. Any questions on this now, family? We're talking about liberating funds here that you can generate to get you paid. Now, let's say I didn't tell you, or my elders already know, but let's say I didn't tell you what Scientific Games Corporation did, what the corporation, does, what is their good product or service. Would that hinder you from getting paid? There you go. I'm not going to say it quite like that, Mike, but King Mike says no. I agree. Does the EPS have any effect on us getting paid by 4 o'clock? Does the Stochastic, Bollinger Range, Head and Shoulders, MACD? Notice what we're doing. We are monetizing the other traders and investors who are trading on the position. Didn't I say if it bounces up a little bit, we still stay in the position? By widening our trailing stop just slightly before water table to get back in. See right there? There you go, Anthony Stone. That's a waste of time. I agree with you, brother. See you move back down? Family, we're showing you this real time. That's why you come in here. We can talk, but unless I can show you real time the way I'm doing now, it's all for naught. This is easy money. And notice now, we don't care what the position is, what day of the week, as long as the market's open, you can get paid. Now, for all of you newcomers that are members of the family, didn't somebody tell you that the only way you can get paid is if a stock or a position is moving up? Well, we beg to differ. Those of us that are elders in the Wealth Institute, this position is going down. and we can get paid from it. This is how the uber wealthy get paid. This is how so many people, okay, got paid and get paid by getting on the other side of the trade. All right? This is a prime example of us getting on the other side of the trade. Which brings me to, listen to this now. This is a beautiful tie-in. Here's Royal Highness Donald Trump. Okay? Donald Trump, I want to show you something now. This ties in to the same thing now. All of this is relevant. Check this out. All right? There's a particular man that he pardoned yesterday. Okay? Now, this particular man was the master at what we just went over. This man right here, Michael Milken. Now, let me pull up a little bit about Michael Milken to tie all this in because it's going to help you get paid. Now, watch this. Okay? Watch this now. Show you how he got paid and got popped. Okay? All right? Now, American financier and philanthropist, he's noted for his role development. Now, listen now. Of the market for high yield bonds. And he was convicted and sentenced following a guilty plea of felony charges for violating U.S. security laws. Now, you know what the laws he violated? And His Royal Highness Donald Trump pardoned him yesterday as they look out for one another. Is he was one of those that would sell junk bonds. He was known as the junk bond king. Okay? There you go. Junk bond king. And what he would do is he would sell you a junk bond, okay? And then when he sell you a junk bond, he'd turn around and take a position on an insurance company that was on the other side of the junk bond trade. Okay? That's securities fraud. All right? Donald Trump, pardon him. See, that's how. Look what it says right here. The scandal marked the end of a fetid Wall Street career for Mr. Milken, who is widely credited as the inventor of the junk bonds. Okay? Look, that enabled everyone from Hilton to Time Warner to Home Builder Toll Brothers to borrow money at higher interest rates to fund riskier projects. Okay? Now, what he would do is this. He would go ahead and package your bond that had a less than A or double B credit rating. And he will put it out in the market. Now, A and double B credit rating bonds are paying less interest because it's less risk. But he would package your bond for your company that has a lower credit rating and say, we will pay you 10,000 basis points, which is 10% above prime or something like that. So those people out there who wanted a higher yield and was willing to take on the greater risk would buy that bond. All right? So Hilton and Time Warners and Toll Brothers and all them, they're happy because they got the money. The investor, he's happy because he's hoping he's going to get a higher than average return on his money per market condition. You with me? Everybody with me so far? Now, it's very important now that you stay with me because I'm about to show you what Michael Milken would deal with that. So while these people are happy, the investor who bought the bond, he's cautiously optimistic. Milken would turn around and get on the other side of the trade and then take positions that will go up if the person who issued a bond, in this particular instance, Hilton, Time Warner, or Toll Brothers, defaulted. So he gets paid on one side of the trade for putting together the junk bonds, and he goes ahead and takes a position on the other side of the trade where after he gets paid for putting together the junk bond, he's actually hoping that the bond issuer defaults so that his policy that he took on the other side of the trade would pay him because of the default. Get it? He pissed somebody off. They told what he was doing, and he got convicted. Okay? Now, how did the cat get out the bag? How did everybody know? Right here. When investment bank Drexel Burnham Lambert collapsed in 1990, they were making their money off of what? Funding the junk bond. Get it? See how they was running the sham? So here we go. Michael Milken would put together the bonds. Then he would have this investment bank fund the bonds. The investment bank would fund the bond and hold it for maybe a week. They then would put it in something called a CDO, a collateralized debt obligation, CDO. They then would float it back to the market and it would be bought up again. They would make money, Drexel Burnham Lambert would make money on the resale. Milken goes in the shadows and gets on the other side of the trade, knowing that eventually this bond is going to be sold again and sold again and sold again like musical chairs. And when it eventually defaults way down here, he's already taken the position on the other side, way up here. And he gets paid again per the default. Get it? That's why I say to you all the time, do not think that anybody on Wall Street cares about you. Okay? Are we clear on that? You see, when somebody's selling you something, be it a security, groceries at Walmart, a house, a car, whatever, they selling it to you in efforts of making a profit off of you. Otherwise, they give it to you. So how many people you know out there giving you cars and houses and stocks and bonds for free? They're in it to get paid. And they're in it to get paid, listen now, because of you. Not with you. They're in it to get paid on you, from you. So don't ever think that that voice on the other side of the phone at the brokerage firm is your friend. No, he or she is a necessary evil. A necessary evil. And that's the way the system is set up. So when you really think about this man being pardoned by His Royal Highness Donald Trump, it should make you absolutely nauseous. Okay? Because at the end of the day, he, Bernie Madoff, all of the others are all in the same group. I got somebody else I want to show you. Got somebody else I want to show you on this thing. Now watch this now. Talking about insider peddling and the like. All right? How they all look out for each other. Okay? Now, Trump went on watch this now. Oh, what's that? Watch this now. I want to show you something. How this scam went down. This man right here. Now you know what he got convicted of. See, on this level, they don't play. This man got convicted, okay? He gets convicted for doing a deal with the one-time governor of Louisiana. He wanted to go ahead and get a casino license deal for riverboat gambling. Listen there. So he gives the governor $400,000. The governor violating all kinds, okay, of ethics. Say, give me this money, man. I'll go and get you this riverboat gambling license. Okay? Now he gets popped. And in many instances, these people pleaded guilty. All right? Pay the fine, the whole 9 yards, NFL, put them on suspension for a year, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Then look what it says right here. This quote, you know what? We all make mistakes. And today the president cleared that mistake for him. That's one of the ex-NFL players. But now let me ask you a question. You get pulled over, right? And you don't have valid insurance, or your insurance expired on your vehicle. You going to jail. Period. Those people who got caught with less than an ounce of marijuana back in the day, they went to jail. All right? And you got a criminal conviction. Okay? But this man right here gives $400,000 to the former governor of Louisiana doing something that's clearly illegal. Otherwise, hell, he wouldn't have been bribing the man with $400,000. And the president pardons him. Then you got a junk bond king getting on both sides of the trade. Okay? And he gets pardoned. You tell me this is a just world we live in? There you go, Queen Patsy. It is crazy. And the thing is this. Those of us who may not have the money and influence, okay, you just get dealt with by the system. That's why I say, and I will continue to say, there's nothing free about freedom. You got to know how to go in and make these trades and get paid. You've got to be able to know how to look at your cell phone. When that PAID alert comes across before the market opens, you've got to be able to say, okay, I'm ready to lock and load. I'm ready to get paid. You got to be able to walk into Walmart and don't get pissed off because there's lines out the kazoo and whatnot. And you got to stand in line. No, you walk around Walmart, you look in, you seeing what ain't on the shelves. Okay, what's sold out? And you pulling up that stock symbol. Okay? You looking around and you're looking at people's buggies and you're looking at what they're buying. You're walking around and you're seeing what method of payment are they using and what are they not using. Listen now, very important what I'm about to say. Are they using plastic or are they using cash to pay? And hold on, go a step further. And are they pushing debit or are they pushing credit? When they put their cards in, oh, I'm going somewhere now. You got to look and see. You got to hear and listen. Because everything I just described is monetizable. You a member of the Astor Wills Wealth Institute family, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. Thank you, King Anthony. I'm humbled by your statement, brother. Honored to serve you. So when you're looking at things like this, you see it. Okay? You got to be able to internalize this information and monetize this information. The uber wealthy monetize society as a whole, beloved. They shape the thoughts and behavior of society, and they monetize it. You got to think like they think. You've got to be able to look and know that if those that are middle income to poverty level, those that are receiving public assistance, look, I'm gonna tell you something that's so simple. It's ridiculous. Family, when does the government send out their subsidy checks? All their subsidy programs? Do they send them out in the middle of the month? No. Listen to me. They send them out the beginning of the damn month. All right? So now if you know that's the case, then you know good and damn well. All right? These people are going to take that money, take those vouchers, whatever the case may be, they're going to go straight to the grocery stores or wherever they're going to go ahead and get the things that their family needs. Right? So what do you think I'm doing? I'm going right here, okay, around the beginning of the damn month, and watch this. You're going to see Walmart rise. You think that's a coincidence? No, because it's rising at the beginning of the damn month. Why? Because that's when the folks get their damn vouchers and the money that's subsidizing to them from the government, and they're going to go straight to the Walmart. I'm going to come right here. All right? I'm going to pop the hell out at the beginning of the month. I'm telling you something right now. It rises. I'm going to come right here. The beginning of the month. Why? Because it rises. I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to get incognito. And I'm going to ride by the Dollar Generals and the Dollar Trees and the Walmart parking lots. And I'm going to look. And they full. Because they're in there spending that government subsidy. And I'm sitting there with my cell phone, my smartphone, pulling up DLTR, DG, WMT, real time, getting PAID. It's the way I think. You kings and queens, you guys and goddesses, you can do the same damn thing. This is a pattern that is not going to change. It's going to be like this forever because that's when the checks come out. Old folks used to say, that's when the eagle flies. Well, I get paid when the eagle takes flight. Yep. Sure do. But see, family, the uber wealthy are where they are because of two things. It's because of what they do, and more importantly, what they don't do. And the poor and the destitute are where they are because of two things. because of what they do, and more importantly, what they don't do. It's as simple as that. You are where you are economically because of what you have done and what you failed to do. And once you own that, then you can go to a whole nother level. A whole nother level. And get PAID. See, most people run around here trying to get paid from what broke ass people do and don't do. How's that gonna work? No. Get PAID from what the uber wealthy do and don't do. See, that's what's important. Somebody, you can come over to the B school and you can go through macro and micro econ, advanced stat, okay, quantitative theory. I can teach you all of that BS and your ass still be broke. Okay? Not the majority of college professors are broke and they got PhDs and LLMs and JD degrees over the law school, all this shit behind their name. And they praying they get tenure. All that information, and it ain't monetizable. It don't mean nothing. Information's not gonna pay your electric bill. You got to get PAID, you got to monetize that information. So that's why I refuse to teach you anything that's going to be mundane and that is not monetizable. The things we've gone over today, all of this is monetizable now. You ain't got to wait till tomorrow, next week. It's monetizable now. But it all starts with your third eye. When you look and see, your third ear, when you hear and listen. Okay? You don't see things as they are. See, most people go through life and they just simply participate. Now I said something there. Most people go through life and they just simply participate. When it's raining, they get an umbrella. When it's cold, they put on a coat. When it's hot, they cut on the air conditioner. Notice, participate. And notice, with each one of those things, listen now, it's reactive. It's reactive. But then, what if you are active? What if you resolve in your mind and in your spirit that you're not going to participate, you're going to dominate? What if you see now what others see eventually? And you know, it may be dry today, but it's going to damn rain. And so you make the necessary moves to get PAID from the rain. How can you, for instance, listen to this. Now, when I say this, people just, especially when I'm up on stage or I'm in tour and I say this, okay, people be like, wait a minute. That is something. They say, wait a minute now. I never thought about that. So let me say this to you, family. How many of y'all live in a subdivision or ride by a subdivision? Every day. And in fact, okay, how many of you all can just look out the window and you see a house? Okay? Now let me say something to you. If that house is in an urban area, they ain't getting their water, all right, from a well. Listen to me. They pay a water bill. which means what? That water got to get to that house. Now, when that water gets to that house, right? Boy, y'all got me thinking. When that water get to that house, right? That city going to send a bill to that house. Now, in order for them to send a bill to all of those millions upon hundreds of millions of houses around the world, guess what? And around the United States, let's just use the United States. It got to have a meter on it, right? So then, if that is true, what I just said, right? Then wouldn't it make sense for you to look at houses and say, that damn house, it got a water meter to it, right? So Badger Meter provides what? Flow measurement, control, and communication solutions worldwide. It offers mechanical or static what? Water meters. So that means then they provide something that society needs. When you invest in something society needs, you get paid all the time. You invest in society, something society needs, you get paid some of the time. This is the largest water meter company on the planet. So it's a more than a 50% chance that any house or any business that is being built, the structure, is going to have a Badger meter installed. You see how I think? When I ride through a subdivision, I don't give a damn what the houses look like or what they cost. All I see is each one of these houses are in an urban area, which means, you know what? They got water heaters. Ain't nobody got no wells in their backyard, which means what? They got a water meter that's being read for them to get their bill from the city or the municipality. BMI, it's me, PAID. So listen now, look how I piggyback all this. All right, listen now. If I see, listen, if I see ITB up, if I see, is it up? Is that up? If I see XHB up, and it will be up because that one's up, it's up, and that is home builders, then I know for a damn fact, what? Badger Media got to be up because they got to put the meters on the damn new houses they building. Booyah! See how I think? Notice how I piggyback everything on top of everything else to get paid? Something begets something else that begets something else that begets something else, all of which gets me PAID. Connect the dots, beloved. Connect the dots. And this is not difficult. As I always say, don't you make arithmetic trigonometry. You don't have to do that. So when next time you ride through a subdivision, think about every one of these houses has water coming to it. If you hear housing is rising, housing construction is rising, then you know these people ain't buying these houses paying cash for them. So you know mortgages are being issued. So you look for the companies that are specializing in mortgages to get paid. You look at all of those ancillary things that make that industry prosper. And then guess what? When the market moves the other way, when the housing market goes down, guess what? We get on the other side of the trade. okay, like a Michael Milken, and we short these positions and get PAID as those particular industries go down. We don't care. Bull bear, we don't care. Any questions on this? Thank you for the positive comment. I'm excited too. Every day I'm excited about the market because there is no hindrances. There's nothing that can stop me from getting paid. They cannot stop it. You are unstoppable. All you got to do is implement the strategy based upon how they move it. Market up, market down. Doesn't matter. Position up, position down. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. You're welcome, King Hezekiah. It's an honor to serve you, brother. And family, we about to stretch out. Throughout the balance of this year, I'm going to expose you to more and more things that all add on top of the other things that you learned previously. So you become a complete ongoing folio of nothing but information that's monetizable. Therein lies the value. Information is not an asset, and it cannot keep your ass set if it ain't monetizable. A book means nothing unless you open it and take the knowledge contained therein off the pages and utilize it. You can have the greatest written text in the world closed and sitting on a shelf in your room, and it is worth nothing. But once you open up that text, take the knowledge contained therein, utilize it for your well-being, aka monetizing it, then that same book becomes invaluable. Do we understand and understand this? Family, when you get that PAID alert, your thought process must go to the upper chakra level immediately. You've got to be thinking on a whole nother level. And it's so enjoyable when you do so. When you're thinking on a whole nother level, you can't be distracted, okay, by menial things. Because quite naturally, it's beneath you. Totally beneath you. Okay? I've got two older sisters. And they know not to call me with no riffraff, especially when the market's open. Okay? Case in point, just to drive home my point, one of my sisters aggravating my eyes out about bringing a couch from one of our other houses over to the new house they're staying at now. Let me tell you, that ain't important to me. 9 to 4 or 9:30 to 4, Monday through Friday. All right? Because the market's open. I'm getting PAID. I'd rather pay somebody to go move that over there while I'm getting paid. I don't have time to jump in my truck and go do that, sis. She understand that. Now, either she wait till the weekend or she just do it out. Okay? It's because I'm focused. All right? And we out here engaging in war. We're dealing with a devious, diabolical system. By virtue of what you saw the so-called president of the United States do yesterday. Pardon people left and right. All right? And then, and in many of those instances, read up on them. They pleaded guilty. What the hell? There wasn't no case of these people being, wrongfully convicted. These people pleaded guilty and paid the fine. And this man went back and say, you know, yeah, you plead guilty, but don't worry about that. I got you. You pardon. What? It ain't like these people were wrongfully convicted and they found new evidence. Okay, so therefore the case was reopened and these people were pardoned. None. These people said, yeah, we did it. We plead guilty. But see, that good old boy system say, look at him. Yeah, you made a mistake. Yeah, you pleaded guilty. Yeah, you paid the fine, but I still got you. That's crazy. But this is the same system that under the current leadership, listen to this, tells you that if you get ill and you got Medicaid, your ass better get well before you reach your Medicaid cap. Because if you don't, well, then you SOL. They put a cap on health care. Did you get that? They put a cap on health care. But they released people who admitted and pleaded guilty for serious crimes. And all of these crimes, if you notice, those crimes for the ones that had to do with white collar crimes, they defrauded and took other people's money. But they're like, you know what, no problem, buddy. I got you. Family, you got to understand and understand that there's a clear line of demarcation between the haves and the have-nots. And the haves are doing all that they can do to widen that chasm each and every day. The only bridge, the only thing that will keep you on the right side of that chasm is the development of your mind. See, that's the bridge. That's the bridge, because the mind controls the behind. So what the haves seek to do to make sure that the have-nots don't develop their minds so they can walk across the bridge is they dilute the mind of the have-nots, okay, by constantly manipulating their thoughts. You see, what do you need to know about the stock market when all you need to do is keep on having babies, stand around, wait for this government cheese, this government check, and we want to go ahead and put what we want in your community, from tainted water to processed food to everything else, because see, you don't have any other options. You like the Spawn Daily rat. So what we put in your cage, that's all you have access to. So you call this your hood. The little gangs run around talking about this my territory. Yeah, right. Do you ever stop to think that the oppressor says, look, let them have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a railroad track or a river or a bridge that separates, okay, a geographical point that separates them from us. Don't worry about that. Then what we're going to do in all of the urban metropolitan areas, we're going to put an encapsulated ring around them so we can keep them, okay, compartmentalized. That ring is called the bypass. In Atlanta, it's 285, okay? Out in Vegas, okay, it's the 205, where there's always, and listen now, in every metropolitan area, the things that I just mentioned are there. You think that's by coincidence? The next time you get a chance, go to the Walmart in the hood. Go to the grocery store in the hood. I want you to look at the quality of produce and meats in that area. Then I want you to go to the north side or the affluent side and look at the quality of meats that they have. Ain't no Whole Foods in the hood. Ain't no Trader Joe's in the hood. But it's out there on the other side of the chasm. Now, when you go in the hood, you're going to see these everywhere. Look, listen to me, all right? You're going to see these everywhere. Why do you see these everywhere? Because this company right here treats kidney disorders. All right. So while I'm pumping all of this processed food in your community, guess what? I know you're going to have renal failure right here, chronic renal failure. All right. So this company right here knows they ain't got no reason being out there in Alpharetta here in Atlanta or in Buckhead. You're not going to see a DaVita Center, but you take your ass down to Bankhead, you go out to Greenbrier, you see them on every damn corner. Why? Because they're being processed food and all the things that cause the disorders, i.e. renal failure, are being put in the spontaneous rat cage in the hood. See, it's the way they think. They're colonizers, non-stop. But when we think on another level, when we don't give them access to the most fertile soil in the universe, which is our minds, anything you plant in your mind will grow, be it positive or negative. Your mind will grow, will populate anything you plant in it. The colonizer knows that. That's why the new age war is to control your mind, because that controls your behind. So I let you sit up all day and watch Atlanta Housewives. Okay? In fact, I give you satellite TV, I give you Fire Stick, I give you all the things you need to sit there and pollute your mind. Because I'm controlling your behind. And then every Pizza Hut, Popeye's chicken, Church's chicken, Wendy's, McDonald's, you name it, I got it right there in your hood. And you put all these pollutants in your body. Then these folks right here, they go ahead and check the demographics. Where we going to put our next center at? Okay? Do you know something? I'm going to tell you something now. Because see, all this is monetized. When you look at all of the fast food restaurants, they tail behind them. They tag right along. So when you come out here and you look here, wherever you see that restaurants, listen to me. Wherever you see some of these right here, hold on. Wherever you see some of their restaurants, okay, which are right here, Pizza Hut, KFC, Taco Bell, all right, and the like, you gonna see this right here. Close by. You think that's a coincidence? See, when you thinking in days, they thinking in centuries. There you go, Queen Patsy. So I'm saying, look, all right, let them do what they do, but you do what you need to do as well. You monetize them so that when you go ahead and make your grocery list, if you're not growing your food in your backyard, then you know, okay, I'm going to Trader Joe's. Yes, it costs more, but I got it. I can afford it. I'm going to the farmer's market. Like here in Atlanta, there's a South DeKalb farmer's market. Okay? You go out there, yes, it costs more, but you're getting organic stuff. The system is set up for it to be more expensive for you to live healthy. What the hell? Yes, indeed. Because all of these particular companies, okay, they are treating kidney or renal disorder. They ain't curing it. They're treating it on purpose. And that ties back into, okay, the pharmaceutical companies who are all in the game as well. And so what I'm saying to you, family members, it is what it is. All right? So you can sit there and whine about it, or you can man up and woman up king and queen up, God and goddess up, and go ahead and handle your business and get paid from it. Because when you choose not to get paid, trust and believe somebody else is getting paid from it. Somebody who's willing to look and see, hear and listen, they're getting paid from it. And so, family, it starts in your mind. You don't need no degree. Okay? And you can go ahead and monetize the genius that's already hardwired in you. Queen Patsy just said this. Put DaVita dialysis. She put it in near her in a Google app search. And she said the list is never ending. Isn't that something? Thank you, Queen Patsy. Isn't that something? But now listen now. You can't get a publicly traded company to put a facility in that's in the hood that's going to pay people so they can lift their lives up because they got a more firm and stable economic base. No, they won't do that. But they'll drop a goddamn Popeye's chicken in there or another McDonald's or KFC. And you take a government subsidy money or whatever, you go buy that, and then they sit there, and as that poison, okay, destroys your body and your kidneys, they go there, sit right there like vultures, sitting on the ledge and treat you. They don't kill you, they treat you. Okay? And when you go to them, you ain't even got to pay. Because the government give you a voucher that you take to them for your treatment. So they ain't nothing but blood suckers. Vampires, they sit there. And all they looking at is your jugular vein. And you run around to and fro, and you worrying about getting your nails done and your head did, or you walk around with your pants hanging off your behind. We disrespecting one another, calling us all kind of, we calling ourselves all kind of crazy, nasty names, derogatory names and everything. If I borrow $5 from you and I'm on Wednesday, I'm supposed to pay you on Friday, and I don't have it on Saturday, you're going to roll up on me with a weapon in your hand. You're going to curse me out over $5, but not knowing that KFC is down the street, okay? And they killing you every day when you ride up through the driveway window and they handle you that poison out the window. But we turning on each other. So corporate America will put a DaVita in your neighborhood, but they won't put, okay, a facility in there that pays you an honest, decent wage so you can go ahead and take care of your family. That's the society you live in now. Okay? You need to ask yourself, what's up with that? Check this out. We make plenty of money off of AMT. What do they do? Cell phone towers. All right? This is the number one competitor. So we got both of them. But this is what I want you to do. The next time you ride through the hood, look around and see how many cell phone towers you see. Then go out there on the other side of the chasm where the uber wealthy live. You don't see no damn cell phone towers in a multiple format that you see in the hood. There is evidence out there that says the electromagnetic field is put off by these cell phone towers are detrimental to health. They say it is not, but it is still questionable. But my question is this. Listen, don't people in the affluent areas use smartphones just like the people in the hood? Well, then if that's the case, why is there different technology being utilized in the hood that ain't being utilized in the affluent area? Because the affluent area, they don't have the cell phone tower sticking up in the middle of their damn neighborhood. or sitting up behind their strip shopping centers. See, they're using something that is called micro technology, where they're out in the affluent area. If you look, the next time you ride through an affluent area, okay, those of you in Atlanta, go out in Buckhead, you'll see on the side of the street lights a small box all the way up close to the light that's strapped to the pole. That's how they transmit the cell phone, the 5G transmission. They don't need no big ass tower sitting up there with a big ass satellite dish on and all that. No, no, no. See, they got the less invasive technology in the affluent areas. So you need to ask yourself, what kind of mind sits down and thinks like that? The colonizing mind. He thinks like that. And the reason he can do that is because those that are oppressed, they major on the minor. They don't even notice that tower sitting right there. And they don't notice that there's a lack of those same towers over in the affluent area. See, family, once again, it's the way you think that controls everything. Everything pivots off of that. Everything pivots. And I am so proud of the way that so many of you are thinking when it comes to that PAID alert that you get every morning. Now you're starting to see, wait a minute. This is truly money. And even if you own the plantation, AKA job, okay? If you got your smartphone or your laptop, okay, all you got to do is go ahead and put in the trade. You know what to do with your trailer stops and everything else, and continue to work on the plantation for massa as you stack your cash and get PAID from the strategies and techniques that you're implementing and learning on an ongoing basis. Family members, start today, right now. Push yourself. Push yourself. Don't just take anything the society tells you and believe it. Family, look at the tweet that I sent out to you today. Do you see this right here? Every Japanese American got locked up because of what happened at Pearl Harbor. Now look, family, it's 2020. This happened in 1942. Many people are alive that went through this. Do you think that this society has changed since then? Do you really believe that? No, they got more clandestine with it. See, so when you realize what it is, you also realize, okay, that it ain't about marching in the street no more. It's talking about we shall, future tense, overcome. The oppressor love to hear that. Because when you sing, we shall overcome, you are hoping for something in the great by and by while he oppressing your ass now. You get that? Don't you know that Johnson and all of them mocked the civil rights movement when all of that, we shall overcome. He actually mocked the civil rights movement when he said that in a speech. And we shall overcome. What the hell? And then let me tell you what he did. Don't believe what I'm saying. Google what I'm saying. See, this is how that oppressor thinks, that colonizer thinks. He's diabolical with what he does. See, the oppressor piss in your face and tell you, boy, it's raining outside today, ain't it? And the way he presents that statement to you, he's expecting you to say, yes, it is, because there's something wet on your face. LBJ, go back and Google it. Look at the speech. It was at the signing of the Equal Rights Amendment. Notice how slick he is. At the end, he got Martin Luther King standing there. He got all the so-called civil rights leaders standing there. None of them picked up on what I'm about to say to you. So as he's making a speech before he signs the Civil Rights Amendment, he ends it with, it makes me so angry even to say this. Google it, and we shall overcome. Like he's so empathetic and sympathetic towards the civil rights cause. So he signs the Civil Rights Amendment as he says that. And he gives an ink pen. You'll see him give an ink pen to Martin Luther King and to all the other, civil rights leaders, and they shaking hands and everything. But little did they know. See, LBJ could have signed that thing and made it law for perpetuity. He didn't do that. It has to be renewed every certain amount of years. Diabolical so-and-so. So he didn't sign the law to make it a law for perpetuity. He signed the law with a time frame on the damn thing. They got to vote on it every so often to extend it. What kind of bullshit is that? So your equal rights are temporary. Black man, black woman, black king, black God in the United States of America. But you want to believe in this system. Yeah, right. And what is smart diabolical is nobody, even when President Barack Obama was in office, I got to call it like I call it. Why didn't he sign an executive order to make it perpetual? It still has to be re-upped and extended every 20 to 25 years. That is absolutely, disrespecting my ancestors, upon whose shoulders I stand on, who built this damn country. But where the Jesse Jacksons? Where the Andy Youngs? Where the rest of the so-called civil rights leaders? Where was President Barack Obama? The president. Where was Barack Obama? Why didn't he sign it in the law for perpetuity? Call it like it is. So you go to sleep at the wheel and don't learn these powerful strategies and techniques, guess what? They got something for your ass. And let me tell you something. The Donald Trumps and the whatnots in the world, they ain't know. They're saying, let them fools sing, we shall over. We don't care nothing about them marching in the streets. They got to do, we just call the National Guard. Go down, call the governor, tell the governor, call up the National Guard. When they see them standing out there with them damn rifles, with them real bullets, not them rubber bullets, they're going to take their asses back and go watch Atlanta Housewives. Okay? That's what they're going to do. And wait for the first of the month when we send them their subsidies. But when you know that there's something called Wall Street, when you know that you can come out here and you can look at what they're doing and say, all right, now, I'll come right here. I know DIA going to be up. I'm about to go ahead and pop me some DIA right now and I'm going to get PAID. Do my drill down. That ain't 0.50. Okay, I'm going to lay in the cut. But I knew it was up because I could look and see. I'm thinking a whole nother level. I'm not thinking, well, today is the 19th. Okay, well, damn, I got 10 more days before I get my government check, or I get my TANF, you know, my voucher. Well, no, hell no. You open up this market, you in trouble. Because I'm going to get paid. So family members, please, understand and understand. We live in a wonderful time. In spite of all of this, we live in a beautiful time. Our ancestors did not have, okay, the things that we have to get paid. Well, you could actually get PAID from that handheld device, that smartphone, or your laptop, any internet-enabled device, because you looking and seeing, you hearing and listening. You monetizing some person like Donald Trump and the foolishness he put. You pay, he get paid. Donald Trump, get out, look, get out there and cut the food. Get me paid. That's what you do. It's a new day. A day upon which you don't have to worry about a thing other than developing your third eye and your third ear and making sure nothing comes in to contaminate that beautiful, fertile mind of yours. You'll be very cognizant of who you even let speak to you. Now, I'm serious about this now. You'll be very cognizant of who you even allow to get into your universe. If you're riff-raffing, I ain't got time for you, man. You call it what you want to call it. All right, whatever, man. You deal with that. But I got things to do. I got universal obligations. I don't have time to sit on the phone and engage with gossip with you and worry about Jimmy Crack Corn and Cal jumped over them. No, man. These people out here making major moves, and I gotta monetize that. One of my good friends and old colleagues of mine who caught this. One day, I never forget it. We were on a tour bus back in the 90s. 97. This boy used to aggravate my eyes out. Okay? Everybody else want to go to the strip club. Everybody else want to smoke, get high. Everybody else doing everything else. Okay? I was responsible for all the finances, making sure that all the members of the group got paid. And if we were on tour, making sure that the promoter, you know, had the money in cash back in the day, all that kind of stuff. This one brother would sit beside me and keep asking me questions. And I would say, look, man, don't you see I'm trying to handle the books right here? But yeah, Wiz, you know, but look at him, man. Why you always make sure that the people pay us in cash, all right? And then you always have us sign this piece of paper. What does that 1099 mean on the top of the paper? You make us sign it every time. I explained to him, you know, the independent contractors and 1099 and all this and that kind of stuff. And he would stay in my ear all the time. Okay? Now, I know the brother by the name of Sean. You know the brother by the name of Jay-Z. Sean was always different. Okay? That brother always, you could see it behind his eyes. And he was able to go in between the worlds. When he had to be the rapper Jay-Z, he could do that. But that wasn't what he was. That's what he did. Who he was, okay, was Sean. And that's when I made arrangements for Sean to sit down with Warren Buffett. You can Google it. He was on time. He shut the hell up. He had 2 ears and 1 mouth, so he did twice as much listening as he did talking. And to this day, he's a Berkshire Hathaway stockholder, and him and Mr. Buffett are best well, not best of friends, but friends that have each other's private phone numbers and the like. Look at what Sean has done with his life. Look at what level he's on versus all of those people who he was with in the 90s. See, he decided to go to the next level. You got to decide to go to the next level. He could still be around there, okay, touring every once in a while, 50-something damn year, 40-something damn years old, touring with gold chain still around his neck, okay, and rapping his old songs. Or he could be one of the shareholders in Saudi Aramco, which he is one of the major shareholders. He could be one of the major shareholders, okay, of Amazon, and know Jeff Bezos on a first name basis, which he does. Okay? What other rappers out there, past or present, moving like that? Sean realized that his mind controlled his behind. He wanted to know what I knew, which allowed me to get paid, and I ain't got to get my ass up on stage hooping and hollering with my pants hanging down and grabbing my crotch and screaming in the microphone. I ain't got to do that, but I got paid from all the rappers that I was managing. He wanted to know what I knew. And once he got that knowledge, he didn't sit on it. He monetized. So that's what I'm saying to you. Be a Sean and not a Jay-Z. Okay? Look and see, hear and listen. You can do it. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. As technology continues to accelerate and advance, there is nothing that you cannot do as far as trading and investing. Nothing. And that's why every one of our strategies work, whether or not you got $20 or $200 to put in the trade. It doesn't make any difference. But you got to purify your mind. Don't let people have access to it. That's the most precious thing you've got. Most people will protect their wallet before they would protect their mind. If I walked up to you and reached for your wallet, you're liable to hit me. But if I walked up to you and talked bullshit for an hour, you'll stand there and listen to it. What? The money I take from you out of your wallet, you can get that back. The time I waste, you can never have that hour back. No matter what price you put on it. And you're letting me contaminate your mind. But when you are operating on a proper chakra level, your vibratory rate is so high, well, you won't even notice, you won't even entertain anything that's beneath you on a cognitive level. You might give me some money to tell me to get the hell on. Look here, man, go on with that now. Take this 20, take this 50 and get the hell on. Because you're protecting the most fertile and valuable thing you have, your mind. So what I'm saying to you, family members, is prioritize all things and protect your mind. Because that's the new age battlefield. The system, the colonizer wants control of your mind because they know it controls your behind. So let us all, one and all, go out today and every day as the kings and queens, the gods and goddesses that we are. And know that you are destined to prosper. The only way you fail is because you caused it to happen. You contaminate it. But if you look and see, hear, and listen, and know that you are part of the great I am, and because the great I am is, therefore you are, then there's no way you can fail. How can you fail and you come from the Creator? That's just unfathomable. How can you fail? So if you are failing or not reaching whatever plateau you so desire, It's because of you. The Creator cannot fail. So when you look at yourself, you got to turn around and look and say, okay, look, this person in my life bullshitting, that's a bullshitter, that's a bullshitter, that's a bullshitter. Therefore, I'm bullshit. And I'm getting bullshitting results. But if I excise those people, I get them out of my way. And I'm studying people that ain't bullshit. Then guess what? Therefore, I won't be bullshit. And see, it starts with the way you look. Now, it ain't got nothing to do with, well, this my brother, or this my sister, or this my husband, this my wife, and then you know what? Then you stay where they are. And don't blame anything or the system. Okay? You ain't no victim. You volunteering to be where you are. Because you're allowing yourself to be in that environment and around those people. But if you truly, truly want to fulfill your universal obligation, the obligation that was put upon you when your father's sperm fertilized your mother's egg, if you want to fulfill your universal obligation, then you got to cut the bullshit. Because when you was anointed, when it was decreed, when it was beseeched that you were going to be a Patsy Martin, you were going to be a Kamisha Amos, you were going to be a Gary Smith, you were going to be a Terrell Clemens, you were going to be a Jacqueline Ford. When all that was made to be in the heavens, at that point, you were anointed for greatness. Anything less than that, you caused it. If you are honest with yourself, you go back and think, everything that has happened to you was based upon a decision that you did or did not make. It's simple as that. Life is nothing but a bunch of decisions. You are where you are today as a direct result of all the decisions you made in the past. And every decision has an associative consequence. Uber wealthy think like that. They think like that. And when you think like that, you move from being reactive to active. People in the hood are reacting. That's why they so damn violent. You cut them off in the car, they want to get out, shoot your car. All right? Yeah, last week here in Atlanta, this is so trifling. Somebody was, an 80-year-old woman with her granddaughter was in a grocery store line, and some young punk with his pants hanging off his ass thought that the lady cut it from him. Do you know he beat her? Google it. He beat her in the grocery store line. What kind of mind would do something like that? It's a mind, okay, that has been programmed. That has been programmed to react. But see, an active mind, okay, would be if the lady was behind them, would say, ma'am, please, by all means, go in front of me. Go ahead, Queen Goddess. 80 years old. That's the world we live in today. And that's what the oppressor wants us to live in. He wants us to be reactionary, so that he can go ahead and place upon us what he so desires. Let me tell you something. If you and I are fighting, I ain't going to react to what you do to me. I'm going to beat your ass. There ain't no defense. Defense reacts. Offense acts. All I got is offense and counter offense. That's the way you got to look at it in life. You look and see, you hear and listen, and then you go to work. You offensive and counter offense. Ain't no defense. If I see you about to hit me or try to place a blow upon me, I'm not going to wait till you hit me before I do something. As soon as I detect it, okay, I'm going counter offense. And then once I go counter offense, all right, I'm throwing at you. You don't have no more say-so in the matter. I'm going to walk you until I get tired of you, okay, or get tired of inflicting whatever situation I want to inflict upon you. That's offense and counter offense. If you notice when we come out here in a trade, what am I doing? I'm looking, I'm panning, I'm scanning, boom, 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 boom. Because when I get ready to pull that trigger, when this hits 0.50, all right, I'm totally offensive. I'm acting. I'm not reacting. So don't go through life reacting. This weekend, when you're around your friends, okay, and you don't have to be, overt with this, but notice what they're talking about. When they call you on your phone, notice what they're talking about. And more importantly, notice what the hell they ain't talking about. And then ask yourself, when you get off the phone, how did that conversation benefit me? How can something in that conversation enhance my life? Now, if you're talking to your mom or whatever, it can enhance you spiritually, okay? Because you get that good positive energy. But if you're talking to a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever the case may be, when you get off your phone, I want you to look at your phone. And it'll tell you how long you talk to that person. Now, you need to understand and understand, under no circumstances can you get that time back. It will never, ever, 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 ever come back. If you got $1 million check, you can't buy that time back. It's gone. So now when you look at the time and you go over the conversation in your mind, you got to ask yourself, now, you know what? Was it worth that? Was it really worth that? If you don't see the value in that, okay, you played yourself, because the person on the other line, they didn't hold a weapon to your head to keep you on the damn phone. You stayed on there. You volunteered. See, if you get around the uber wealthy, they don't waste no damn time. Ain't no meeting just to be meeting or nothing like that. Time is the most valuable thing. Time allows you to get PAID. Waste of time negates you from getting PAID. I'm going to leave you with this last thing. Every ancestor, every angel in heaven, and the creators, listen to me what I'm about to tell you. Now I want you to Google something. Well, hell, I'll Google it. Watch this right here. All right. All right. One second. Now, look. Now, I'm about to go over something with you about not letting people waste your time. See this right here? Stonecrest Development Authority on September the 12th approved $700 million revenue in bonds. All right. Now, that's the city that used to be called Lithonia that I live in. Listen to me. How people are trying to waste your goddamn time. So I get a phone call from somebody who knows I live there. Now, I've been knowing this person 15 years. Done a couple of oil deals with him. Made pretty good money with him. He usually comes to me to get me to issue letters of credit for him to do deals on, right? So he calls me. He says, Dr. Reeves, I've got somebody who has access, here we go, to a hedge fund. They can do up to $1 billion. And I need to introduce them to you, because I know that you are involved with this right here. And he can go ahead and fund the $7 million revenue bonds. Now, this guy's name is AJ. I said, AJ, let me tell you something, man. I ain't got time to be wasted. No, Doc, look, man, I've been knowing you 15 years. This is the real deal. You need to talk to this man, AJ. What has this man done lately? Well, they just did a $200 million hotel down in Barbados. All right, well, send me the paperwork. I put my attorneys on it. We authenticate it. And if he can do that, then I might give him a chance to talk to me. But I don't have time to waste. Dr. Reeves, please, man. 15 years, please talk to this man. Because listen, I get paid 7%. Okay? So 7% of 700 million is what? $49 million. So AJ want me. He knows what I charge. So he wants me to go ahead and pay him. And his fee would be 1%. So he obviously, notice everybody got an angle now. So did AJ call me because he cared so much about me and our 15-year friendship or association? Or did AJ look at it from he want 1%? Get it? Everybody got an angle. AJ, send me the paperwork. I'll put Attorney Osborne, my lead attorney, on it. He'll let me know if this guy for real. All right? AJ called me back an hour later with the damn man on the phone. Now, I started to go off on AJ, but I didn't want to embarrass him. So here come a guy on the phone with a British accent telling me about all he's done, this, that, and the other. So I said, okay. So he mentions the $200 million hotel that they did supposedly in Barbados. Now listen to this now. And this is why with today's technology, you better not run your mouth because somebody can pick up the phone or go on the internet and check on you. So the guy asked me, he says, what time zone are you on? And I was at my home in Vegas. Now listen now. I said, I'm out in Vegas. I'm headed back to the ATL. I'll be there day after tomorrow. So then, name dropping, trying to impress me, he says, oh, yeah, I was out there at the last fight. Okay? The Conor McGregor fight. I said, oh, okay, great. Now this is where you need to watch what you say now. He said, I was out there with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd sent a private jet to pick me up, and I was sitting with Floyd. I said, oh, okay. You know Floyd? He said, yeah, I know Floyd. So I let him keep on talking. Now check this out. All right? Check this out. So I say to him, I lay in the cut, right? And as he's talking to me and everything, he doesn't know that I know Floyd intimately. So I say to him, well, after he mentioned $200 million deal, I say, well, send me the paperwork on the $200 million deal, and I need to see the tear sheets. Now, if he is what he says he is, and he has access to a hedge fund, he knows what a tear sheet is. A tear sheet is what you have to move money out of a hedge fund account. A tear sheet has to be reported to the SEC. Right? It went right over his head. Now I know I got a damn fraudster. I know I got a Cohen. I know I got a fake ass person on the phone, brought on the phone with me, wasting my time, which I can't get back via AJ. So he says, well, I have to talk to my compliance officer in his fake ass London accent. I got to talk to my compliance officer and I'll get back with you. If you think that I got access to this, because AJ done told him, you should be sending me this damn $200 million deal, okay, immediately while I'm on the phone. You should be able to say, look, I just emailed it to you. What's your email address? I'm going to email it to you. Because you done check me out, my shit's my stuff for real. You see it right here. So now I got to get into a urination match. Let me see how long you could piss versus how long I ain't got time for that. So when we getting off the phone, I said, okay then, knowing I ain't gonna never talk to this fool again. All right. I said, did you talk to Al when you met with
Floyd? He said, who? I said, Al. See who Al is, right? You ain't getting to Floyd without going through Al. So he says, no, I don't think that. I said, do you know who Al is? He said, yeah, I think I know him. I said, well, tell me Al's last name. Phone went quiet. I said, AJ, don't you ever have this man call me or you call me with this man on the phone again. He's a fraud. He's a fake. And I said, sir, you better be glad that I don't physically know where you located. And hung up the phone. Family members, con artists are on every level. Be careful who you allow to come into your universe. Because in these days and times, you can go ahead and check anything in a millisecond. When you go into a trade, know what you damn know. And when they throw head fakes, when they do other things, when they come at you with a fake ass London accent, okay? When they want to go ahead and drop certain type of moves on you, okay? When you see a head and shoulders or whatever the case may be, or you see a face and opportunity, know what you know what is true. Put them to the test. Do that drill down. Not son, every step. Just because somebody say they know Floyd, that don't mean no, you don't, because I can put your ass to the test and you don't even know I'm doing it. Same thing with your trade. Put it to the damn test. Walk down that trade. Every step of our drill down. Authenticate it. Make it do what it do. And then go get paid. Look and see, hear and listen. And don't get bamboozled. Don't get, all starry-eyed. Because it appears one way. Somebody call you and tell you one thing, and all of a sudden you think, no. Position, what position? Who are you? Are you at the level I need you to be on? 0.50 for you to have my time. And then I'm still going to check on you. I'm going to do the drill down. And then even if I choose to engage with you, I'm going to put a trailer stop up under your ass because I still don't trust you. This war. Get it? Family members, go out into this world knowing who you are and whose you are. And know that you're kings and queens, you're gods and goddesses. And come what may, you don't have to worry about a doggone thing because you are indeed the chosen ones. Take your rightful place on your throne and make Wall Street pay you right here on Main Street. This Ask Wiz Wealth, this is your virtual trader room, is now dismissed. This is your humble servant, Dr. Kendall Wiz Reeves, saying thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. Go to work and get PAID.
Always reaching out, just taking the things from the past. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. Oh, baby, 'cause I'll be standing on the side when you take it on.